All right, example 3 and 4 here. Solve the equation here. So again, I might want to use the reflexive property just so I can have my x on the left side. If you choose to do that, that is completely up to you. I also, we'll talk about change of base later and that some of that kind of stuff can get a little tricky. But honestly, if they give you a base, they probably want you to use it, okay, or some form of it, especially in this case where it can't be changed into anything else. So I'm looking for this to be rewritten as 7 to some power. Okay. Question is what? Well, 7 to the first is 7. 7 to the second is 49. Well, there it is. So this is 7x equals 1 over 7 squared. What do I do with that? If you go back to your property table, right, we had this. We had that a to the negative x is equal to a, or 1 over a to the x. So we can use that to work backwards, right? We have this. We want to go back to this. So that would mean that a would be 7. So that would be 7. And then the x would just become negative. So 7 to the negative 2. Now I have the same base, 7 and 7. And so that means my exponents have to be the same as well. So those two things have to be equal. So x equals negative 2. And that's it. You're done. It's all about knowing the rules and properties. You have to know those laws of exponents in order to do that. If you do, if you learn those and know how to apply them, this can become a very, very easy concept. If you don't learn them, it will not be an easy concept at all. Okay, so plug that in and check. We got 1 over 49 equals 7 to the negative 2. And you can use the calculator or you can use those properties that we just talked about. Those properties say that you can rewrite this as 1 over 7 squared. And then 7 squared is just 49. So it's 1 over 49. Okay? Checks out, which means that is your solution. Last example here. Solve the equation, right? 117 equals 5 to the x minus 8. Now here's the trick with this. You are not going to be able to solve this until you get the base, which is 5 in this case, and the power, which is the x, on the side by themselves. Okay, you can't do anything else with this until you do that. So, just like going back to the linear style equations where we were trying to get terms moved around, all that kind of stuff, the 8 needs to go first. It needs to move. Negative 8 or minus 8 plus 8 goes to 0. So I now have 125 equals 5 to the x. Again, you may want to use the reflexive property here to switch these around. Okay? And so we've got 5 to the x equals 125. So I want to rewrite 125 as something with a base of 5. So 5 to the first is 5. 5 squared is 25. 5 to the third is 25 times 5, which is 125. So there we go. 5 to the x equals 5 to the third, because those are the same thing, right? And so now I got the same base, which means my exponents have to be the same. X equals 3. Plug that in and check. I have 117 equals 5 to the third minus 8. So 117 equals 125 minus 8. 117 equals 117. Checks out. Okay? That is your answer. X equals 3. All right? Again, these can get more complicated. Some of your ones in your homework practice may be a little bit more complicated than these. But again, if you get stuck on one, make sure you ask me a question, guys. If you don't understand these rules or properties or laws, please ask me questions. Okay? If you don't understand any parts of these videos, please write down what you don't understand and ask me questions. That's the only way this works. It doesn't work if you just watch the videos, you don't understand something, and then you never tell me. Okay? I'm saying it now. Make sure you ask me questions. I know a lot of these laws and properties can be confusing, and there's a lot of them that you need to know. So if you get stuck or have questions, make sure you write those questions down, bring them into class, and ask me. Okay? That's the only way I can help you. All right. Good luck on this module, guys.